Well, hello everyone, this is CJ with Cycletron. Today is Sunday, April 2nd. Yesterday's Saturday, April 1st, April Fool's Day. Did you get pranked? Or play an April Fool's Day joke on anybody? The biggest April Fool's joke related to motorcycles happened in 2014. And it was a joke that kind of turned into a meme or a prank even. But I believe it was a website called Beantown Baggers that on April 1st, 2014 had a blog post joking that Harley Davidson had been purchased by Kawasaki. And it's surprising, I still see comments to some of my Harley-related videos referencing the fact that they believe Harley's still owned by Kawasaki or was owned by Kawasaki at one time, which is absolutely not true. But you know, these things take on a life of their own. You know, 2014, social media was still going strong, perhaps not as strong as it is today, so it's surprising that something like that could get traction, because the blog post made it abundantly clear that it was an April Fool's Day joke. But that got me thinking, probably wouldn't be such a bad thing if somebody besides the current publicly traded Harley was in charge and owned the company, can make decisions better than the short-term mindset that they have today. So what would happen if Kawasaki bought Harley? Would you have the Lowrider S H2 Supercharged Edition? That'd be pretty wild. How about a mashup between a Fat Boy and a Ninja? But all joking aside, I think Harley would do well to be owned by either private equity or more likely just a much bigger company. Sort of like how Ducati's owned by Lamborghini, which is owned by Volkswagen Group. You know, Ducati's insulated to a much higher degree from short-term earnings and profit numbers for a given quarter. You know, that's all Harley is catering to now, is trying to keep that stock price up, which I think it borders on manipulation, the way they play their accounting games. I'll call it what it is. I do believe it's manipulation. It's apparently legal manipulation, but you know, I can't tell you how many times their fundamentals absolutely stink, and then they'll play some accounting gimmick and their stock goes up 20% the day of the earnings call. I mean, right now, Harley's hemorrhaging cash to the tune of about $200 million a year through their Livewire division. Kawasaki has gone in big. They've got a hybrid motorcycle and some EV motorcycles coming down the pike. And they're taking a more long-term, cautious approach, I believe, while Harley's bleeding money. But have you ever played an April Fool's Day joke? Do you still do it? It seems like it may have fallen out of favor. Maybe it's because my kids are getting older. One of the better April Fool's Day pranks I have ever pulled on them was when my oldest two kids were somewhere around the ages of 9 and 11. So this is like 15 years ago or so. On that day, April Fool's fell on a Saturday. April 1st fell on a Saturday, just like it did this year. So I got my kids up, told them they had to get ready for school. They all got dressed, brushed their teeth, had breakfast, packed their backpacks, and when they were ready to head out the door, I said, "Oh, by the way, it's Saturday, you don't have school, April Fool's." And for a flash, they were upset with me, and they realized they didn't have to go to school, so they were happy. But they still remind me of that once in a while. They said I got them pretty good that year. But kind of tricky these days. People either too sophisticated to fall for it, or the fact that the world's just so weird these days that people can consider just about anything plausible. That might have something to do with it. But again, let me know if you played a really good April Fool's joke or prank on somebody. Was it something you did on your own? Did you enlist the help of other people? How'd you pull it off? So, thanks for watching, everyone, and please stay tuned for future videos.